Welcome back, everyone. So my last video, I think, left off, I was talking about hooking up the frag tank to the main tank with the plumbing, and I've done that before and had really good luck with it. So I went ahead and did that, and within maybe the first week or so, I came home from work and I'm cleaning the glass of the frag tank, and I look in and I see the powder blue not looking good at all. Kind of set into a panic, so I went over to the main tank, looked at them. They all looked on their deathbed as well. So I figured, what the heck? So it looked obviously like ick. It looked like marine velvet, and of course we all know that's, the fish they'll get that sometimes. But there was no new fish that were added. There's no new anything that's been added the last few weeks that I could have thought would brought that into the tank. The only thing that I did was connected two tanks. So after a week of managing the disease and getting it pretty well cleared up, and I'll give you a list of the fish I lost here in a moment, I decided today to separate them. So as the offspring said, you got to keep them separated. So I did put the sump back in there, and it's all separate systems now. But if you're going to be in this hobby, any amount of time, you're going to lose fish, and it always sucks when you lose fish, and I lost quite a few. It started off with the powder blue tang over in the frag tank. I ended up losing the orange shoulder tang over here, the flame angel, the lemon peel angel that were both in the frag tank, one of the tomato clowns that were a mated pair, and then the barine tang, or which I had mistaken for the Fowlery tang, which had become one of my favorites. So sucked. And what's funny is that the one thing all those fish have in common is that they're my most recent fish that I put in. So within this past year, those are the fish that I put in. All these other ones have been with me for at least 2 years, 3 years, and at some point, in some cases in the yellow tangs, 4 years. So they all survived. Even the blue tang, he's in there somewhere. He survived. They all got, a little bit of ick, but I treated them, and they're good. The blue face angel, he looked pretty nasty for a while, but he's bounced back pretty well. So, like I said, man, it was a bummer, but it is what it is. Comes with the territory. Let me go around this side. Now, the only other one that's questionable still, of course now I can't find him, is the Atlantic blue tang. There he is. So his skin just looks all nasty, but he's acting normal, swimming normal, eating normal. So they kind of sit in front of this power head, and so yeah, bummer, but hopefully now it'll bounce back. One thing I didn't think of was when you increase the volume of water. This is 110 gallons. Main tank is 220. So, I wouldn't say I doubled it, but quite a bit more. You get stuff like the UV, which works great on the main tank, but when you add all that extra volume in there, maybe it doesn't keep up as much. So that could be a thing. The skimmer, wasn't worried about that because I took the skimmer from the frag tank and actually doubled it up in this sump. So it was double banging with the skimmer. So, oh well, it happens. Got the calcium racker back on. It's stabilized everything, and that's doing fine. Corals are fine. Corals didn't take a hit at all. They're decent. But I'm still digging the no sand on the bottom, just the algae this time of year. So it happens all the time, the green algae. And the clowns look kind of crazy. Oh, I did forget about this damsel in the corner here, who likes to pretend he's dying, but then jumps to, well, I'm normal now. So he'll do that. time to eat, and he'll come out and eat, and then go back in that corner like he's dying. So, but that was one of the main ones I was keeping my eye on, was that Atlantic blue tang, and so far doing okay. But you know, it's all separated now, and we'll see how that does. And that's my top off water, in case anyone's wondering. But these guys are doing fine. Actually, they did throughout the whole process. Just a big old softy tank. But, yep. That's it for now. See you next time.